guys, so right now we're at the Warner Brothers studio, and yeah, I'm vlogging. Let's see how much I can get filmed, but yeah, we're gonna go on the sets and stuff and see Pretty Little Liars, which is what I'm most excited for. Look at all the Pretty Little Liars stuff. Look, and they have boxers, Ellen boxers. They have Friends stuff.
Fun story about the Looney Tunes. Daffy Duck was created before Bugs. The front lot has all of our sound stages and interior sets, but our back lot is areas like this, where we have our exteriors. Currently an undressed set. This is a naked set. It is a practical set, because practically we can fit a whole cast and crew inside of here and film. A few months ago, this was transformed to look like a coffee shop for the brand new ABC family show called The Fosters. Down the stairs to the left, we've got a sign shop, a scenic art shop, and a staff shop. Staff is the process of making these plaster molds so we can create our own statues. Now, we call this area New York Street, but it does not have to be New York. This was once Philadelphia.
So cool. Oh my god, these are all of the Batmobile guys. Look at all of these. Whoa. Oh yeah, from Big Bang Theory.
Rosewood City, that's Rosewood, Pennsylvania over there for the show Pretty Little Liars. You can see all the extras walking around for the shoot. For a show like Pretty Little Liars, there's around 150 people working behind the scenes for a show like that. You only ever see the actors.
So we just got done at the Birmingham Studios and we got to see where they film shows like Pretty Little Liars, and it was so cool. The stuff that I got recorded, guys, I wasn't supposed to be recording, FYI, so but they took our phones and cameras away when we were in like the rooms and like the actual set of Pretty Liars, so that was pretty cool to see too. And now we're on our way back to the car. I bought myself a mug that has an A on it, and then I got myself Vampire Diaries stuff too, because they had like a little section for Vampire Diaries. Obviously they film in Atlanta, but it was really cool to see, like, they had like the sweater on, they had like the chains that Trevino used to tie himself up, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, it was pretty cool to see everything. I was really excited with all the Pretty Little Liars stuff. We weren't supposed to record at all, but I was like, oh well. And I saw Tanya and all of them. They all got to record stuff that we didn't even get to take pictures of. But yeah, it was pretty cool crossing the street here. Excited we got to see like the school and the buildings. And I think the bedrooms are my favorite part, but we couldn't film. I wish I could have like at least taken pictures, but sadly we couldn't. The tours are always different, so hopefully when I come back next time, I get to see more, but I'm gonna go now. Bye, guys. So finally at the end of this video, I've been waiting so much to talk about everything that happened in the Warner Brothers studios. I got to meet the set of Pretty Little Liars. I got to see the girls from afar filming. I got to actually meet the guy who plays Mike. I don't know him, Aria's brother. I don't know his name, and I feel horrible for that. And I got to see so many pictures behind the scenes, and I got to, like, the fact that I got to see them film was just phenomenal, and I got to see, like, a few of the girls from far away. But I didn't finally talk about it because we weren't allowed to film, and I actually got to go to, they weren't there with this other part they went to, but, we got to go to their actual studios, because the thing is here, they have, well, I know that I went to where they filmed Vampire Diaries in Atlanta, but, it's kind of different at the same time, but, like, you guys know how, like, they film out in Georgia, like, the Mystic Grill and all that, they show, like, a piece of Georgia. But obviously, if you go into the Mystic Grill, it's not the set because the set's somewhere where they have their sets in Atlanta. It's kind of like that, except it's a real place in Atlanta with Vampire Diaries. Here with Pretty Little Liars, it's fake. And it's just like they've built houses, but everything's like, well, I'm touching this. This is real. But it's like, it's fake. It's like plastic almost, but it's painted so amazingly on it. And it's just phenomenal how these houses look so real and they're not. So it's pretty cool. But the thing is, they have all this like kind of like the square in Mystic Falls. in Atlanta, how it's like a square and that's where Vampire Diaries films, like the outside part. They kind of have something like that, which is like Rosewood, Virginia, and it's really exciting to see that. But then, you know, when you see Hannah's house, it's not really Hannah's house. You have to go to like a different set in a different building, and that's where her bedroom is. So we got to see like the outside part of everything. Then, because they were filming and we had to do really soft, and that's because no one on my like tour bus was actually fans of Pretty Little Liars. I feel like there wasn't really that girls. They're either really younger and they weren't watching it, but I didn't really see anyone that were like in their early 20s. I didn't see anyone that age like me, so it was like I never really saw anyone that was like even Lily asked, like, no one's a fan of Pretty Little Liars, and I was like, just me, apparently. So she's like, okay, I have a surprise for you. So she took me where we could see where they film, but we had to be really, really quiet, and I got to see from far away, and we weren't allowed to get too close, but, like, compared to you weren't supposed to take anyone back there, but she took me because, like, she probably couldn't have done it if there were going to be more fans. So since I was the only one, she's like, I mean, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance, basically. I didn't get to meet them, sadly, because they take our phones away once we hit Pretty Little Liars. And there was another show that's filming currently right now that since they're filming, they don't let you keep your phones during those parts. But when we're far away, you guys saw the clip of me, like, I was like, they're filming Pretty Little Liars. But once we got into that part, they lock our phones and everything, and cameras, everything in there. Because you're not allowed to film because of spoilers and things like that. But I swear, these are the ones that I saw. I saw the guy that Aria's talking to right now that I don't know his name right now. I know who Lucy is, like, the love interest that isn't Ezra, who isn't Ian. So I saw him. Then I didn't see Lucy, sadly, and they said she was there, but I didn't see her. But I did see Shay. She was there. The girl who plays Spencer, but I don't know her name, and I feel horrible. But you guys, I know her name, Troyan. I always say it horribly wrong. That's what I don't like to say. But I saw her, and then I saw, oh my god, guys, I saw Ashley Benzo from afar, and I was, like, freaking fangirling, but I had to act normal, because, like, no one's usually allowed to get that close to where they film, so I was like, okay, seriously, like, hyperventilating, or whatever it's called, but I was just so quiet and calm, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm literally dying inside, and, this was all after I had seen the set, too. I just wanted to see that, because it was the most exciting part, and then everyone was saying that Ian Harding was there, but I never actually saw him. I did see Aria's mom, the lady who plays Aria's mom, Lucy's mom, on Pretty Little Liars. But the person who got as closest to us that was, like, possible, because he was walking right by, and he knew the lady who was, like, in control of our tour, was the guy who plays Mike. I don't know his name, Aria's brother. But he was so sweet. He was literally, like, he literally sat there talking. I was just like, I was like, why in the world do I not have my phone to take a picture right now? It was pretty sad, but it was so cool, and it was just, I don't know, I got really emotional there, guys, because it was just pretty cool, because you guys know that is my second favorite show, but right now, you know, the Fosters is kind of kicking off, and that's even something else that I've talked to you about, is that, they also filmed Fosters there, but since it's over for the season, they only did 10 episodes, the lady who was our tourist was like, yeah, I saw JT Austin walk around here and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, he's so cute. Don't send me to jail. I know he's, like, younger than me, but still, who cares, he totally grew up. Hopefully he's over 18. Hopefully. I think he's 17. I don't know. We're just going to pretend that I didn't say that. But, let's see what else happened. Okay, so basically that's where you just see, like, the outside part. So you don't see any of the bedrooms. You just see everything from outside. You literally look behind it, and it's, like, okay, obviously it's not this much. But it's a good, like, not as deep as the actual house will be. But, I know that I saw Spencer. I know that Hannah's kitchen is on that side, because that's the one I didn't see. I saw Spencer's kitchen. That was amazing. It's so tinier in person, though. So that's what made me laugh, because I'm like, this place looks huge on TV, but obviously, you know, wide-angle cameras, they add 10 pounds to people, they add 10 pounds to a room. But it was so cool, and then also, I fell in love with Emily's room, but there was no bed in it, so it looked even smaller. You know, in rooms, the more you put in, the bigger they look if they're small. But her bed wasn't there, but it was her room, because you see it. And then it's funny, because it's, like, Emily's room, then it's Mike's room, and then it's the school, and then Aria's room is on, like, another corner, so it made me laugh. So I know it was really cool to see Emily's room, and then I'm calling them by their characters' names, just because obviously it's not really Lucy's or Shay's room. And then Mike's room, it was kind of, like, under construction. I think they were going to start filming something else there. But right next to his room, you go out through, like, a hallway, and it's that part where, on this week's episode, where, Jenna and, I forgot the other girl's name, the one who's, like, her girlfriend or whatever, they're, like, talking, and they're sitting down by the school, like, the courtyard, kind of, area of the school. They have that there, and that was so cool to see, and you like can sit there. And I was sitting there and like fangirling because I was so obsessed with it. And then when you go down, it's the locker room, and that thing is literally probably the size of my room, that hallway, but like smaller from like the ends, and that's it. Like, that's, like, the only section that they used to film, like, the school hallways, and it's so tiny, and then you think, and you're like, whoa, it looks like they actually have, like, a whole school here, and it's literally just that section. They move things around, but I saw Aria's and Emily's locker, so that was really cool, and then, since they're filming that show, we couldn't take pictures in there, but I was so upset, but it was just so cool, and it's totally worth it to do that tour. But I did get a few video clips as much as I could, guys, but we weren't allowed. They confiscate our phones, they like scan you, and it beeps because this guy tried to take his phone in, and it beeped, and he's like, excuse me, sir. And they tackled this one guy for touching the Batman suit. They had like a museum and the actual Batman suit. And they also had Vampire Diaries in there, and I want to take a picture so bad. They had Matt's jacket, the first chains that Trevino used, and then they had the stake that killed Michael, a couple of wooden bullets, and a vervain grenade, and a wolfsbane one, and I believe there's something else, but I don't remember. And then what else? Let's see. They showed us the classroom, Ezra's classroom, and it's so funny because they also used that in the Fosters for the room where Callie and Brandon are in like the music room. They used that same scene for Ezra's classroom and Arya's mom, and basically they used that one classroom for all of the classrooms, so it was pretty cool to see that. They just moved chairs around, put posters and stuff, and the thing that really I loved the most was the flooring, how crappy it looked, and it's like they had to come in here and like nails and stuff to make it all crappy. And this video's been long enough, guys, so I just want to talk to you guys about how amazing it all was, and this video's already been way too long, but I just want to talk to you guys about that. But it was amazing to see the girls and see the rooms. Hannah's room was pretty cool to see too. And the only one that I didn't see was Spencer's room, because I guess they were redoing it for another show. And it was also on the other end too. And who else? I think it was Aria's living room that they said that they couldn't show us either, because they had just been filming there. And I don't know, it was just really cool. And I also saw like the skeleton things. It was like the mask thing from Pretty Little Liars. And there was a lot of props that we got to see too. My favorite was the something from Pretty Little Liars. What was it? The mask, like the one that looked like Allie's face. That was really cool to see there too. And they also had that one from the Halloween that was really scary. That was like the whole body thing. And then I'm trying to think what else did we see, because this has been way too long. Sorry that this video was so long, guys. I was just so excited to talk about that in the end of this video. So yeah, I don't know, it was just so exciting, and it was totally worth it. So if you guys are ever in LA, you guys totally have to check out the Warner Brothers Studios. It's totally worth the money. And yeah, Pretty Little Liars, I got this A cup. Vampire Diaries, I got this. I like my mugs. I like them. Bye, guys. Love you. Enjoy the pictures.